Hello everybody, what is going on, y'all? It is Swamp Thursday, and to me that means a lot. But I have noticed that over the last, Mamie is 9 months old, Mamie is my baby girl, over the last 9 months and some, my content has switched over to pretty much just me going live on my porch, updating y'all about my life and what's going on. And I have taken the last 9 months and have been really just present with my family and with my kids and hanging out. And also, I have noticed that I have a lot of new followers. And that is freaking amazing, you guys, because we hit 403,000 followers. And that's a lot. For me, that's like freaking awesome, okay? So wait, there's a lot of new people on here that don't really know where I came from. So, me saying it's Swamp Thursday, half of y'all might not even know what I'm talking about. So, in 2019, I got the opportunity of a lifetime I got invited by Mr. Brian Catalina and a very cool man from New York City to join the History Channel. And I was welcomed into the show Swamp People. I have watched the show since I was a little girl, and it was an opportunity of a lifetime. I had no kids. I had just recently broken up with an ex-boyfriend, actually, ex-fiance. I had put myself back in school. I was working very diligently in my dental career, and the History Channel called. And I tried to stay in school while I was working on an alligator boat, but it was physically impossible because the first day, I tell this story to a bunch of people, but the first day after working with Mr. Troy, I laid on the floor and I cried and I called my mama and I told her that I quit. And she talked me off the ledge, so to speak. And I woke up the next morning and I just put one foot in front of the other. And I am now best friends with the most aggravating, ornery Oscar the Grouch, funny man, funniest man, pain in my ass, for lack of a better word, just awesome person. And I have Mr. Troy Landry to thank just as much as I have the History Channel for where I am right now. And I'm sorry if this sounds like a ramble to some of y'all, but I just feel like I owe a huge thank you to all of those people. I see everybody saying, hey, but I'm trying to not get off track, y'all. Your girl is spastic, okay? So, it's Swamp Thursday. And now y'all kind of know what that means a little bit. And I want to talk about a little more of a backstory behind why they called me. Mr. Troy used to deliver crawfish to my uncle. And I was brought up, he needed a new deckhand, and I was brought up. But the reason I was brought up is because of my mama and my daddy. And I have them to thank for raising me feral. Because, y'all, my grandma, my dad's mama, I think, wanted to, which I call Lita. So my Lita I think, just thought my mom was absolutely insane for taking me and my brother canoeing and frogging in the pirogue and in the mud as infants. And they get along today, thank goodness. But I think, yeah, my grandma wanted to, like, just not with my grandkids, you know. But it happened, and my mom and daddy raised me so crazy, y'all. I have grown up hunting and fishing next to my brother and my daddy and a lot of other amazing men in the industry. I didn't have any woman when I was growing up to look up to as far as hunting goes, except for what is her name? I cannot come up with her name right now. Y'all, it's a Cajun name. What you got? Oh, Josh came to get the baby mama to y'all. She lives down in Plaquemines Parish where I grew up, and I cannot think of her name, but I looked up to her my whole life. She duck hunted and fished, and Miss Albertine. Miss Albertine. Her name was Miss Albertine, and I just heard about Miss Albertine my whole life, and I'm like, one day when I grow up, I'm gonna be Miss Albertine. You know, this old lady was just awesome, and I just thought she was the coolest thing. You know, she was the pistol on the hip and the fly rod in her backpack kind of girl, and she was the only one that I ever knew to do that, and I just thought that was so cool. And she was making her own path, you know, and that's who I've been. That's who I've always been. I never follow the lines, you know. I'm always like, oh, everybody's going here, I'm gonna go here. And maybe some of y'all call that stubborn, but I don't. But I have hunted and fished my entire life, and so to be on the boat now next to Mr. Troy and just being raised the way I was and not having many women to look up to, and now I am side by side with this legend and showing these little girls and some grown women, because I know it takes you a long time to come into your own, and by no means am I saying I'm grown and I have came in to my own completely, because I'm sure there's a lot of older women on here like, honey, just wait, you know. But it's just amazing to be able to share that and show other girls that you can do whatever the heck you want to do. And ain't nobody stopping you now. Not a single soul. And if you want proof, you watch the History Channel tonight. I'm pretty sure it comes on at 7. Alright. But it really is, y'all. It is a dream come true to be able to, like they say, be who you needed when you was a kid. That's what I got the opportunity to do. And how freaking amazing is that, you know? I think I told you guys this before, and it's like, woo, this gets me. This daddy reached out to me, and he said that he was a single father. And his daughter, so I'm about to cry on the internet. Boo! His daughter saw me pumping on the alligator boat this season, y'all. I have recently had a baby girl, and at the time I was still breastfeeding, and I decided that I wasn't going to let this alligator season stop me from doing what I've always dreamt of doing, and that was breastfeeding my baby. And so I continued to pump, and his daughter, this single father's daughter, saw me do that. And he reached out to me and told me that he was so grateful for women like me out there in the industry, because she just fell in love with me and thought that I was the best thing since white bread. And let me tell you something, baby. I am not. Okay? I love you and I respect you so much for looking up to me. And it is an awesome thing from pumping on an alligator boat. Yeah, like, kudos to me, pat on the back. It really is awesome. Credit where credit is due. Like, I really pushed through that, and I can't even believe that I pulled myself through that. But honey, I am not perfect. And I just am, my cup runneth over that you look at me that way. Because, whew, my mama is a strong woman. And so for somebody to tell me that I'm a strong woman, I'm not a patch on my mama's ass. Okay? And so that hits home. That's what we're here for. And that's why we do what we do. Swamp people, baby. Y'all, tune in tonight and watch me and Mr. Troy and all of my colleagues on the History Channel on Swamp People. Y'all believe that shit? Thank y'all for following the grain. Hopefully, I can keep this attitude going and not be so hard on myself. And I will join you guys for more stories about my childhood and how I grew up, and share y'all some funny stories about growing up in a deer stand with my father. I'll be back. I love y'all. Y'all have a happy swamp day. Thank y'all for tuning in. I love everybody's comments, and I'm gonna go back and read all of this because I've gotten so many hearts and craziness on you. Thank y'all so much. Y'all have a good night. Tune into the History Channel tonight at 7. Y'all can't quote me. Go look it up. Swamp People on History, y'all. Thanks for following the grain. Pickle Wheat. Signing out.